as you guys already know from last week, I got done finishing reading the Batman comic books that I have. Reading the Batman comic books I have moved on. I have moved on from reading Batman to Superman. So we got some Superman comic books here today. I'm going to be reading. So the first Superman comic book we're going to be reading is Superman Meets Motorsports Champions. And basically, this is basically an Action Comics crossover with NASCAR. So that's the first comic book today. The second comic book we're going to be reading today is a part of the Superman Infestation series. This is Superman, the Man of Steel, issue 113, and it came out on June 1st, June of 2001. And this is a part of the Superman Infestation series. And in this comic book, specifically, Wonder Woman, aka Lois Lane, basically, she gets infected. So, this is Superman, the Man of Steel, issue 113, and it came out in 2001. So that's the second comic book I'm going to be reading today. The third comic book I'm going to be reading today is Strike Force Superman in Action Comics. This is Action Comics issue 779, and it came out in July of 2001. And this is actually a really cool comic book because this is the first issue of two characters. So this is the first issue for General Zod II, and this is the first issue for Korora, basically a henchman in General Zod II. So this is a pretty cool first issue of two characters in the Superman franchise. General Zod II and Korora. Supergirl makes a supporting appearance in the comic book. Then we got, let's see what this comic book says it is. Well, it doesn't say, but I think this is like probably DC issue 539. It came out in August of 2001. And it's Our Worlds at War, The Adventures of Superman, Suicide Mission. And this came out August of 2001. It's issue 593. So that's the fourth comic book we're going to be reading today. And all these first four comic books that I'm reading they all have been I inherited all of them from my dad, but this last comic book that I'm going to be reading is actually a comic book that I collected myself. I got it at Free Comic Book Day, and this is DC Comics Free Comic Book Day issue Superman Family Adventures, and it also has a supporting appearance of Supergirl in it. Basically, I would like to mention that Supergirl will be making a couple appearances throughout these comic books as a supporting character. My cousin, so basically, I would like to say my cousin Amanda and her husband John have told me to make a promotion for the Supergirl movie in this live stream. So this is going to be the quick break I take before I reading the comic books. A couple going to be reading today are going to have Supergirl in it. They're going to have Supergirl as a supporting character. So I would just like to say, this is my promotion for the Supergirl movie. The Supergirl movie is coming out next week, June 26th of 2026. So let me know in the chat, guys. Do you guys plan on going to see the Supergirl movie in theaters? And what are your thoughts on Millie What are your thoughts on Millie Alcock playing Supergirl? Let me know in the chat if you guys are going to see the Supergirl movie and what your thoughts are on Millie Alcock playing Supergirl. Let me know in the chat. So that's my promotion for the Supergirl movie. You guys can let me know your thoughts in the chat, what your thoughts are on the Supergirl movie. You know, you can let me know your thoughts on what you think. You can let me know your thoughts on what you think of the Supergirl movie, and you can let me know what your thoughts are on Millie Alcock playing Supergirl. Sana underscore 2005. Hi, how are you doing today? We're just going to be reading some Superman comic books in this stream today. But if you would like to give me your thoughts on the Supergirl movie and your thoughts on Millie Alcock playing Supergirl, that would be cool. Shaminka Faithin, you look like Dustin from Stranger Things. Well, thank you. I like that comment, so thank you. Shaminka Faithin, peace. RFPEJ999, top 3 movie snacks. My top 3 movie snacks, what are my top 3 movie snacks? I would say, well, if you're asking me about at home or at a movie theater, I could vary. I would say my top 3 movie snacks for a movie theater would be popcorn, M&Ms, and what else? Popcorn, M&Ms, and I don't know, maybe maybe Skittles. I don't know. Those are my and I would also get a large Pepsi with it as well, or Coca-Cola or whatever they're selling as a drink. So those are my top 3 movie theater snacks. If you're asking about what movie, top 3 movie snacks at home, I would say Doritos, popcorn, and M&Ms with a large Coca-Cola or Pepsi, like I said. Sana underscore 2005, where is this live from? So basically, this is, I'm currently streaming in the United States of America. I live in Jamestown, New York, which is 2 hours away from Buffalo, New York, and 45 minutes away from Erie, Pennsylvania. A lot of people ask me all the time, do I live near New York City? No, I do not live near New York City. New York City is all the way across the state from where I live, because I live in Western New York, and like New York City is all the way across the state from where I live. So yeah, I live in the United States, and I live in Jamestown, New York, which is 2 hours away from Buffalo, New York, and 45 minutes away from Erie, Pennsylvania. So I hope that answers your question, Sana underscore 2005. I am Batman, yo from Germany. What's up, man? How you doing? I'm just going to be reading some Superman comic books today. I am Batman 5, yo from Germany. I already read Batman comic books on my stream already. I finished up the Batman comics I had last week. So if you would like to go back and check out those live streams as videos on my YouTube channel, go check that out. Moral, oh yeah. Sana underscore 2005, loving the vibe. Honestly, never watched Superman movies in my entire 21 years. I think I should give it a try. Well, today I'm going to be reading some Superman comic books. The Superman comic books are nothing related to the movies, but I would just like to throw in the promotion for the Supergirl movie. That's coming out next week because the Supergirl movie is coming out next week. If you guys are wondering when the Supergirl movie is coming out, it's coming out next week, June 26th of 2026. I'm just promoting it. I'm just promoting it in my live stream because my cousin Amanda and her husband John said it would probably be a good idea for me to promote the Supergirl movie in my stream because I'm reading Superman comic books, and in some of these comic books, Supergirl is a supporting character, so I thought about throwing it out there. Also, let me know in the chat, what are your thoughts about the new Supergirl movie? Do you like it? Do you hate it? Are you excited for it? Are you optimistic for it? Are you going to hate it? Let me know in the chat, everybody. And let me know your thoughts about Millie Alcock playing Supergirl. Let me know about that as well. I am Batman. My European brain cannot comprehend that food combination. Okay, whatever, man. Moral high. Moral high. Nick Alexander 1. Are you Russian army to fight Ukraine? No, I'm not. Sorry. Sorry. Sorry, to answer your question, no, I'm not fighting for Ukraine, and I'm not fighting for Russia. That's kind of more of a controversial / political take here. I do not talk about politics on my streams, and I don't talk about that stuff on here. Plus, I'm reading comic books, so that has nothing to do with what we're even talking about in this stream. So I'm going to move on from that. LV, hi, sorry, can't watch, but hi, have a good stream. Thank you, LV, for joining. I appreciate it. I am Batman 5. I don't like the Supergirl movie, but damn, the Supergirl actor is hot. Thanks for your answer. I am Batman 5. I appreciate it. Alright, I think I'm gonna start reading the Superman comic books now, so let's get started. So the first Superman comic book I'm reading up today is a crossover between Action Comics and Superman. So it's Action Comics Superman crossover with NASCAR. So this is DC Comics Superman meets Motorsports Champions. So basically, this is one of the comic books that I inherited from my dad. He was very much a superhero fan, and he was very much a NASCAR fan, just like me. I like superheroes, and I like NASCAR, so obviously I'm going to like this comic book. Also, if you're wondering about my real dad and why I say I inherit these comic books, my real dad passed away. My real dad passed away in 2017 of COPD at the age of 50 years old. Because of cigarettes and him being a construction worker and breathing in a lot of toxic chemicals throughout his life. So, yeah, that's where he's at right now. He's in heaven now. Smartbot, are you from Nigeria? No, I'm not from Nigeria. I'm from the United States of America. I lived in the United States of America my whole life. I was born in Jamestown, New York. Born and raised in Jamestown, New York. I'm currently living in Jamestown, New York. And I live 2 hours away from Buffalo, New York, and 45 minutes away from Erie, Pennsylvania. People ask me all the time, do I live near New York City? No, I do not. From where I live, New York City is all the way across the state, so no, I do not live in Nigeria, but I'm thinking about getting into this comic book now. So let's get into it. Okay, so the Subterranean 500, Part 1, Invitation. Jeff, look up in the sky. It's Superman. Fred, I told you he'd be here. No, he's a race fan, but he's got a soft spot for kids, just like I do. Hi, Jeff. So are we expecting a crowd today? Now this is what we call a racing event. Peter the Goat and Dragon, or Peter got a dragon. Are you gay? No, I'm not but that's not really an appropriate question to ask this stream. I'm not gay, I'm straight, I only like women. So we're gonna move on from that question. If you're gonna ask that type of question in my stream, then you better get on my stream because I'm not dealing with those questions. I'm trying to read comic books, you know. Basically, I gotta move on and read these comic books for people. Peter got a dragon. I should ask. You should ask what? Bende Ho 419. You are a beautiful woman. What the fuck? I'm not a woman. I'm a man. I'm not a woman. I'm a fucking man. Can't you see the freaking facial hair I have in my fucking face? I mean, what a way What a way to misgender somebody. Yes, I was born as a male. I've been a male my whole life, and I plan on staying a male for my whole life. So let's move on. Peter, Dragon, well, you must be a dork. Well, you must be a retard because I'm removing you from my stream. So goodbye. Goodbye, asshole. Bende Ho 419. You are a man? Yes, I am Bende Ho 419. I am a man. I was born as a man. I will always be a man, and I'm not changing female. I'm gonna stay a man. So let's move on and get back to the comic book. Also, sorry for saying the R word. I didn't mean to offend anybody by saying that, but this little kid is a hater. He's a troll. He's a hater. He's a troll, and he's a hater. He's a troll. He's trying to get a reaction out of me. So sorry for me saying the R word. I didn't mean it in like like not a mean way, but like I was just telling him to fuck off and get off my stream. So I removed him. Shrey's, you're cute. Thank you, I appreciate it. Now back to the comic book. You are kidding with Superman flying over the stands and Jeff Gordon at the wheel. We'll have to turn them away in droves. This is Fred Waghals, CEO of Action Performance Superman, promoting today's race. I might have guessed. Nice to meet you, Fred. This is going to be a red letter day in NASCAR history. Let's get to it, boys, okay? And raise some money for the kids' charity. You can count on that, Superman. Clap, 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 clap. It's certainly a red letter day for Jeff Gordon and his Rainbow Warriors. Oh. As he crosses the finish line in first place after a grueling 500 miles, it's less than tremendous day for Superman as he entertains in the name of charity the families who have come to the race. Why don't you join Jeff in the winner's circle, Superman? I'll make a great picture. Jeff earned that spot, Fred. I don't want to do anything that steals his thunder. A record crowd, gentlemen. We helped a lot of disadvantaged children today. Jeff, thanks. I like winning for them, Superman. Heck, they're the real champions. Matter of fact, there's a few kids I'd like you to surface dwellers. Whoa, ha! OMBHOJ Pedri. What's up, bro? What's up, man? I'm just reading some Superman comic books. The first comic book we're reading is Superman and Action Comic Books meets Superman meets the Motorsports Champions, which is basically Superman Action Comics crossover with NASCAR. So that's what I'm doing, man. Jaden, sup, dude? What's up, Jaden? I'm just reading some Superman comic books, like I said before. We're starting off with Action Comics. Basically, yeah, Jaden, I'm reading Action Comics meets NASCAR, which is a Superman crossover comic book with NASCAR. OMBHOJ Pedri. Is it a new launch? No, it's not a new launch. It's an older comic book. This comic book came out in 1998. PR Service 2025. Hi, bro. What's up, man? I'm just reading some Superman comic books. We're doing the Action Comic Books Superman crossover with Superman right now. That's what I'm reading. You are summoned. Stand back, you two. I don't know what it is, but the entrances like these aren't usually good. I am called Keldra, from the land known as Vitar, that exists far beneath the surface of the world. That's a way off the circuit, buddy. He's a friend of yours, Superman? That reminds me to be seen by Fred. Vitar is an ancient civilization equal to your own. We wish to test our technology against yours. Sorry, Keldra, but you missed the race. It's all over, but the regrets. I come to invite you to another race, Jeff Gordon. Sorry again, friend, but I'm booked solid. Got time trials for Charlotte in 2 weeks. This race begins today. My fellow motorsports drivers have already accepted my challenge. You would be back in ample time to prepare for your next competition, or you could simply choose to miss the opportunity to join your friends in racing spanning 2 worlds. Well, when you put it that way, buddy, sign me up. Could I talk to you in private, Jeff? So it sounds like to me like this shindig could use an ace promoter. I'm not so sure it should do this, Jeff. Are you kidding? This is going to be the rally of a lifetime, but what do we know about the Caldra? He might not be what he seems. Sure, it's a risk, but I take risks every time I get behind the wheel. Those are calculated risks, Jeff. This is plain reckless. Yeah, I guess you got a point there, Superman. So how do you think I should handle this? Let's see how our visitor feels about an amateur entry. Uh, okay, so I'm Brave J. Pedri, so you decided to start over again, right? No, I didn't start over. I'm currently reading the comic book from where I'm reading. PR Service 2025, where are you from, bro? Like I said, I'm from Jamestown, New York, which is 2 hours away from Buffalo, New York, and 45 minutes away from Erie, Pennsylvania. People ask me all the time, do I live near New York City? No, I don't live near New York City. New York City is all the way across the state from where I live because I live in Western New York. So hopefully that answers your question. OMBJ Pedri, how many of it you're gonna read? I only got 5 Superman comic books, so I'm gonna be reading the 5 Superman comic books that I have in today's stream. And next week I'm gonna be doing Superman. Or not Superman, Spider-Man, I mean next week. PR Service 2025. Do you know Hindi? Do you know Hindi? No, I don't know Hindi, man. Sorry. Unknown player, bro, you get offended too easily. I get offended too easily? Are you fucking kidding me, under unknown player? These are fucking haters and trolls coming in my stream. Don't you fucking pay attention to the chat? Are you dumb or something? Don't you take a look what's around you? Like, don't you see these haters and trolls coming into my stream and hating on what I'm doing? I don't have time for that nonsense. I don't have time for that bullshit. I'm trying to have fun and read comic books for people. I want people in my chat to have fun. I don't have time for these haters and these trolls to be fucking up my stream. Bro, you just proved my point. Well, bro, you're gonna get kicked out of my Well, bro, you're gonna get kicked out of my stream. So goodbye, asshole. You fucked up your chance to watch the comic book stream. OMBJ Pedri, well, can you please take the name of character before taking its Skylos because it's easy to understand. Well, it's a Superman comic book. It's Superman and Jeff Gordon. Superman, the comic book hero, and Jeff Gordon, the NASCAR driver. So there, it's easy to understand. PR Service 2025, love bro. Goku, hello auntie, don't know what that means. The watchdog corn dog, that will happen regardless of who you are. I understand that, but I'm just putting the haters on notice on this stream that if you are going to join my stream, if you're going to be a hater, if you are a troll, and if you're going to get in my chat, you're either going to get roasted by me or you're going to get removed from my stream. So don't even... I don't have time for your bullshit. I don't have time for your nonsense. I'm trying to have fun. I'm trying to have the other people in my stream watching and chatting with me to have fun. So don't even try it. So yeah, that's my thoughts on haters and trolls. So that's my thoughts. Okay, back to the comic book. I'll be at the starting line, buddy, but only if my friend Superman is there with me. That is not possible, Jeff Gordon. The rules are the rules. Are you going to have to change it if you want me to rate the race, Keldra? Very well. You point in 12 hours. Well, Superman, still think this isn't legit? Appearances can be deceiving, Jeff. There's something about this Keldra I trust. That's why cars come with mirrors, Superman, so you can see who's coming behind you. And so, exactly 12 hours later, Jeff Gordon and the Man of Steel arrive at the starting line in Nazareth, Pennsylvania, which is basically Pocono, basically Nazareth Motor Speedway in Pennsylvania. Gordon, you old slowpoke, I told you guys that they'll let anyone in the race. Hey! And then here's the I Got Milk ad with Jeff Gordon. Pretty cool. I got I Got Milk ad with Jeff Gordon. Part 2. Enter the Champions. I guess I ought to introduce these road rats to you, Superman. It's not every day we get this many champions, racers together in one place. Dale and Earnhardt Jr., NASCAR Busch Series, John Force, NRA Funny Car, Matt Hines, NRA Pro Stock Bike, Warren, NRA Pro Stock Car, Joe Amato, NHR Dragster, and Juan Hornaday, NASCAR Captain's Truck Series, and Steve Kinser, World of Outlaw Sprint Cars, and Jimmy Vassar Kart. You're all accepted Keldra invitation? You bet your boots we did. So Superman. Nobody wants to be left in the dust this one. Attend me, champions. The race is to begin. Can't be a race until you fill us in on the track. Indeed. Here's the holographic project map. Is your route as you can see. It will take you from one racing venue to another. From here in Nazareth to Charlotte, then on to Circo, then to Indy. Whoa, hold on a second, friend. You expect us to crisscross the entire country over an open road? That's got to be 5,000 miles. And I know that part of Iowa, there's not even a decent road. These guys can ran over. Heck, some of these routes would have even given us a super truck a run for its money, Ron. Part of the course is on the surface, but much of the route will be travel along VTAR's Superterrian highways. Still, if any of you don't think you are up to the challenge, you are welcome to withdraw from the race. Who said anything about quitting sport? show us the starting line, and crew a route map. Then get out of the way and watch our dust. I'm the only one who gets a bad feeling from this whole setup. I've got to admit, I'm 100% sure about this guy. Same here. I'm gonna keep an eye out on that old boy and the other on one road on the road. Maybe I ought to ride along just to be on the safe side. Sorry, Superman, but this Chevy only has one seat. Not a lot of room to spare in my funny car either, Sups. Actually, I was thinking of entertaining my own car. Say again, you boys carry plenty of spare parts, don't you? Two of every from bumper to bumper. Then you won't mind if I borrow or two apart from each of you. Whoa, this dude's a one-man pit crew. Whoa, that's some ride, Superman. Anybody got a clue what class it falls into? I'm not even gonna try to guess, but for this race it qualifies. Man, you're welcome. In my pit crew anytime. We're ready, Keldra. Now you're sure we'll be back in time for our next races? Yeah, I've got the Napa AutoCare 200 right here in Nazareth coming up. The Winston Showdown is next on my card, and the Knoxville Nationals are right around the corner. You have my word. The race begins now. You're racing, Superman? Is there any reason I can't, Keldra? No, none at all. The more competitors, the greater the glory, and the better, and all the better for Vitar. The lights are green for go, and the strangest race in motorsports history begins. The winner will be the fastest man on earth. Street! This looks promising, Keldra. Yes, these surface dwellers are the most enthusiastic when it comes to their competition. That enthusiasm blinded them to the true purpose of the race. The one called Superman. He is the greatest superhero. We fear he might suspect our motives. He does, but time his suspicions are confirmed, it will be too late. The council is relying on your judgment, Keldra. All of Vitar is relying on you. Wow, that must be one of the Supertarian tunnels Keldra was talking about. Impressive. Man, this is turning out to be just the Underground Challenge, one of my favorite video games. This is a game, Jeff. So let's all be careful, gentlemen. Keep your eyes open. I think there's a fix in on this race, and I don't know what it to catch any of us on surprise. This tunnel isn't just a tunnel. My X-ray vision shows a lot of heavy-duty machinery concealed its walls. Whoa, I think this got to be that fix you were worried about, Superman. Kinzer's right. I've seen some bad track conditioning in my time, but this is crazy. Uh, okay, okay, sorry guys, I haven't been looking at the chat. I've been just reading this comic book for you guys, but I'll get back up and track to the track. Goku, sorry uncle, talking about. Goku, how are you, uncle? Don't know what you're talking about. The watchdog, corn dog. Just keep up the positive attitude, and you will do well. Well, I do have a positive attitude. I have a positive attitude all the time. It's just the haters and the trolls that don't make me have a positive attitude. But I agree what you were saying. I have a positive attitude. I like making videos for you guys, and I like making these streams for you guys. So I hope you're enjoying this stream so far of me reading some Superman comic books. Song_Jones, what happened to your teeth? What happened to my teeth? I lost my teeth at 21 years old due to genetics. I inherited these genetics from my dad, who passed away in 2017. He passed away in 2017 at the age of 50 years old because of COPD, and I inherited those genetics from my dad. Now, I do have dentures, but my dentist says not to wear my dentures all the time, because the dentures hurts the bones in your gums. And I also don't wear my dentures all the time because, well, because it could hurt the bones in my gums, but also because it's a comfortability thing. Though I do wear my dentures when I go out to places, or I'm at a family gathering, or I need to eat it for food. So that, I hope that helps you explain. Goku, you from my uncle. I don't know what you're talking about. D-Matrix Kitty, hi Joey. D-Matrix Kitty, how are you? I'm doing good, how about you? D-Matrix Kitty, ignore the hate, Joey. I very much am, but I'm putting the haters and trolls on notice. Don't fuck around with me on my live stream, or you're gonna be removed, or you're gonna get roasted by me. D-Matrix Kitty, you're good, thank you. Chiro is, do you remember me? Yes, I remember you. You joined my Friday Night SmackDown News 262 video yesterday. Thank you for joining. OBHOJ Pedri, ignore the haters, bro. They are everywhere. I agree. But like I said, I'm putting those haters and I'm putting on those trolls on notice. If you haters and you trolls, if you join my live stream, you're either going to be removed or you're going to be roasted by me. So stop it. Swamp Pizza, yo. Swamp Pizza, timid me. I am Alan, but I changed my mind. Okay, thank you for joining, Alan. I appreciate it. Harvey Wallbanger, what comic makes you put on your skin flute sick? I don't know what that means, so I'm going to move on. Swamp Pizza, no, I don't know what I'm saying. Okay, cool. Harvey Wallbanger, skin flute sock, don't know what that means. JS, corn dogs are good for you, bro. I like corn dogs, but I haven't eaten corn dogs in a long time. JS, feed the trolls. I'm not feeding the trolls. I'm just roasting them and removing them from my stream because I know that they're haters and trolls. JS, or Circle of Protection Tiwu. There are no haters and trolls on YouTube. Stop being negative. Well, fuck you, and you're being removed from my stream because you support the haters and the trolls. So get out. Cap Jam Mango, laughing out loud. What happened to you? What happened to you on the side of your head? You got no hair, like a head injury. I'm not sure. I've talked about this in previous streams before, but I don't know why I have this bald spot on the side of my head. Basically, from what I understand, a couple of years ago, my brother, I have an older brother, he found the exact same bald spot on the side of his head like I did, and he asked my mom, like, how do I get a bald spot on the side of my head like that? And he couldn't figure it out, and I guess I inherited it, so I really don't know how I got this bald spot on the side of my head. I think it's just some type of genetic thing, but I really don't know. Highlander, hi Highlander, how you doing? We're just reading some Superman comic books. OBMHJ Pendry, bro, would you like to do gaming stream? I mean, it would be fun. I already do gaming stream. OBMJ Pendry, I already do gaming streams. I do gaming streams every Tuesday at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Every 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time in the United States. So I already do that, OBMJ Pendry. Cat Jam Mango, do you have a cool car? No, I do not have a cool car, unfortunately. I don't have my driver's license. And I do not have a car. But I do walk places, though, and it's healthy to walk, so I do it. JS, do you like Pokemon? Yes, I do like Pokemon. I used to, I used to, sorry, I'm changing my ring light. My ring light changed, but, my ring light changed, sorry. But anyways, yeah, do I like Pokemon? Yes, I do like Pokemon. I never played Pokemon Go or any of the games as a child, but I used to collect Pokemon cards. I used to collect a lot of Pokemon cards when I was a child. I had like over 500 Pokemon cards, so yeah, so I like Pokemon. V for Vendetta 311, are you gay? I'm not really answering that question. I'm straight. I like women. That's all that matters. I'm not going in further elaboration. ZHO Knight 1999-34. What games do you play? I play sports games like WWE, Madden, NBA, MLB, NHL. I play sports games. I also play horror games like Friday the 13th, the video game. Friday the 13th, the video game. Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the video game. Evil Dead, the video game. And Evil Dead, the video game. I also play first-person shooters like Sniper Elite, Battlefield, and Call of Duty. Cat Jet Mango. Oh, okay. Cat Jam Mango. I hate walking. OMBHOJ Pendry. Also got your type of hairline. Like, I don't know why today's youth nowadays start lucid today. Okay. OMJ Pendry. At a very young age. Cool. D-Matrix Kitty, what consoles do you have? I have all the PlayStations. I got the PlayStation 1, the PlayStation 2, the PlayStation 3, the PlayStation 4, and the PS5. I also got the Xbox 360. I also have a Nintendo Switch. And I also got this thing called the Retron system, which is basically a knockoff slash bootleg of Nintendo. So those are the systems that I have. But I'm going to get back to the comic book now. I caught back up on the chat. So I'm going to get back to the comic book that I was reading. It's beyond crazy. This stuff shortened out my pyro sound system. This isn't what I signed up for. Hold on tight, Dale Jr. We ought to be hitting the surface again soon. Fortunately, our rubber tires are insulating us from the worst of whatever this is. That's what for sure. Anyone who steps out in the weather got Fred. Can't think of any reason you would be one of two force. Can't think of why you'd be sideswiping me, Hines. Let me own mines in our own game. Presently, hey, what's the deal with the light snow down there, Keldra? I don't mind a few road, but theirs was no darn near a suicide run. Come on, Keldra, what you gotta say for yourself? A deal is a deal, Surface Wellers. You will finish the race. We didn't agree to any rules that involve getting our hides into electrocuted. And what's the purpose of those machines hidden in the tunnel walls? That is none of your concern. You have agreed to the race. That's all you need to know. The fate of any who wish to quit will be far more serious than mere humiliation. What's that supposed to mean? You think you got what it takes to muscle us? Only that makes the rules, Surface Dwellers, and I pose the power to enforce them. Whoa, feels like an earthquake. A quake in North Carolina? Rumble! D-Matrix Kitty, why are people saying that you're AI in all other streams? Because people say that I'm AI in other streams because they're haters and they trolls. I fucking hate those people. I fucking hate them. Fuck them. I'm not AI. I'm a real human being. I'm recording this live as I speak. I'm chatting with the chat. So I'm not really gonna get into that I don't want to get into that AI business, but basically like they're haters and trolls and they hate what I'm doing. D-Matrix Kitty, super mean. Uh, sorry man, you're being removed from the stream for your hateful comments. You racist. Uh, Tina Beza, hello from South Africa. Hello from South Africa. I hope you're enjoying my Superman comic book stream so far. Nomad underscore 17, you're racist. Well, no, I'm not racist, so fuck off. So fuck off, unless if you want to be removed from my stream. OMBAJ Pedri, well, I have... The answer is no, and you're being removed. OBMJ Pedri, well, I haven't seen the single Superman except the movie called Man of Steel. Cool. Yeah, OMBJ Pedri, like I said earlier, I made like a kind of like a... I kind of made promotion earlier, but the new Supergirl movie is coming out next week, June 26th of 2026. The new Supergirl movie is coming out, and I'm going to be reading some comic books that has Supergirl in it as a supporting character. My cousin Amanda and her husband John said it would be a good idea to promote the Supergirl movie, so I promoted it. So, you know, give me your guys, post in the chat. What are your thoughts on the new Supergirl movie? And what are your thoughts on Millie Alcock playing Supergirl? Post in the chat. ZenTube, G's, Vika's Void 2709. Hi, Vikazoid 7209. What do you do? What do I do? My name is Joey. My real name is Joseph, but I like to be called Joey. That's my preferred name. That's my nickname. I own this YouTube channel. This is my YouTube channel, JOWTTD. I make all sorts of type of content and streams on my YouTube channel. I make wrestling news videos, predictions and reactions, food reviews, short film reviews, fan film reviews, movie reviews, TV show reviews, lost media videos. I make all sorts of type of content on my YouTube channel. I also do gaming streams, Q&A streams, and comic book streams, which I'm doing today. I'm reading some Batman or Superman comic books today. So Vika S Void 2709, if you would like to subscribe to my YouTube channel, and if you would like to turn on all the notifications for all my videos to, you know, see all the types of content that I do on my channel, and if you would like to come back to my Q&A, gaming, and comic book streams to my YouTube channel, that would be appreciated, because Void 2709, that would be appreciated. Leo Lee 144, what you been doing today? I've been burning copper wire with plastic on it. Cool. I'm just doing a comic book stream. I'm just reading some Superman comic books. Leo Lee 144. Pritchard's fan, hey brother, what's up man, how you doing? I'm just reading some Superman comic books. OMBAO J Pedri, do you love Marvel? I'm very obsessed with Marvel since childhood. It literally made my childhood at the time. I have no smartphone, but television shows only used to show Marvel movies here. Yeah, I like Marvel. I'm not gonna say I'm a super fan of Marvel. I kind of prefer DC Comics over Marvel Comics. I prefer DC over Marvel, but I do like Marvel as well. Like, I'm not a hater of Marvel. Like, I like Marvel comic books. I like Marvel movies. I also like DC comic books. I like DC movies as well. Like, I prefer DC over Marvel, but I still like and appreciate Marvel as well. Pritchard's one fan. He's my number one source of wrestling news. Thank you, Pritchard's one fan. I appreciate it. Alternate account 4868. Man, you're interesting. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. OBHOJ Pedri. That's why I don't know much about DC and Superman stuff. Oh, okay, that's understandable. Alternate account 4868. Do you like trolls? The people who come on your channel to have harmless fun and troll you? No, I fucking hate trolls. I fucking hate haters. I'm putting them on notice right now. If you come on my live stream and you start hating and you start trolling and you start spamming, I'm gonna start roasting you and I'm gonna remove you from my stream. So no, I hate haters and I hate trolls. Cable Guy 1760. Hey Joey, what's up, man? How you doing? I'm just reading some Superman comic books. Leo Lee 144. I got a ton of copper, and I mean their literally weight is a ton. It's about $13,600, so that's pretty good. That's cool. I'm just reading some Superman comic books. That fool 915. Doesn't that make you a hater? No. I'm not a hater because they're hating on me. They're hating on me first. I mean, listen. If somebody gets hate, then they deserve hate back. You know, if they're a hater, they're doing it first. If they're a hater, then they're gonna get hate back. That should how it works. That should how it works. If you're gonna be a hater, then you should get hate back from somebody because you're hating on that person because, well, there could be multiple of reasons why somebody is a hater and a troll, but yeah, so that's my thoughts on it. OMBJ Pedri, I also hate people who are racist. Cool. That's fool 915, that's true. OBAJ Pedri, I mean, people should try to learn about each other's culture. Yeah, exactly. That's cool. Anyways, we're gonna get back to the comic book now because I have 4 other comic books that I gotta read. D-Matrix Kitty, have you seen the new comic books that are coming out called Bend Over For Me? It's a super cool... Okay. Me seeks Metasat 100. That should how it works. That's a sentence. Sounds weird. Sorry, I sound weird sometimes. Cendric Matstick 8909. Hey, what are we talking about? I'm just reading some Superman comic books, man. If you like Superman, then you're gonna like the Superman comic books that I'm reading. So, I hope you enjoy the Superman comic books so far. But I do gotta get back to the comic book. Ah, shit. Damn it. Sorry, Cendric Medtastic 809. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to hide you, man. I'm sorry. I'm trying to hide this other guy who's asking me if I'm AI. Bro, fucking hate these people. I'm sorry, man. Didn't mean that. I'm sorry, Cedric Madtastic 809. I'm sorry about that. People are retarded. Or, I'm sorry to say retarded, but they're just haters and trolls. I fucking hate people that ask me that I'm AI, but yeah. OMBA Joe Pedri, do you like cartoons? Cendric. Just say Cendric, bro. Okay, thank you, Cendric. BMJ Pedri, do you like cartoons? If yes, then what are those? Yes, I like a lot of cartoons. I like adult cartoons and I like regular cartoons. My favorite regular cartoons are Regular Show, Adventure Time, The Amazing World of Gumball. So yeah, I like those shows. As for adult cartoons, I like King of the Hill, Rick and Morty, South Park, Dan Versus, Big Mouth. I like stuff like that. So yeah, me, Massat 100. Fun fact, there are more planes in the sea than there are ships in the sky. Amazing. Yeah, that's a pretty fun fact. Interesting YouTube name, hee hee. Hi, how you doing? I'm just reading some Superman comic books. I gotta get back to it. Oh, and here's an ad for Superman. Here's an ad for Superman. If you guys are taking a look. Bunny Baby Loved. Happy Men's Mental Health Month. Oh, thanks, man. I appreciate. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you. Mental health awareness is important. So thank you. I appreciate that. Seamus wrestling fan 1990. Hey Joey, what do you think of the new UFC fighter Lee underscore key underscore bum? He's a cool fighter, I guess. OMBJ Pedri. Adventure Time, Gravity Falls, Johnny Test were some of my favorites that made my childhood. Cool. That's awesome, J Pedri. Interesting YouTube name, hee hee. Why'd they do the same month as Pride Month? I don't know. Don't ask me that question because I don't know the answer. But I'm going to get back to this comic book now because I have 4 other comic books I got to read in the stream. Seamus, wrestling fan, 90, Lee Key Bum, didn't mean for you to understand. Yeah, I know what that means. It's like a freaking Simpsons joke. It's a Simpsons joke. I know what it is. Seamus, wrestling fan, 90, underscore. Okay, part 3, Dead Man's Curve. Is this muscle enough for you humans? What the heck are these things? I can take a guess, Jeff, but it all comes down to the same answer. They're trouble. I am not the guy who shies away from a Superman, but these bad guys look to be more in your job description than mine. As should be clear by now to all, this is more than a mere race. This is an internal sun that nourishes Vitar, is cooling, dooming my people to slow, lingering death. The greatest minds of Vitar have labored with this dilemma for centuries. Where to find an alternate source of energy to save our civilization. The most promising of these experimental ventures was in the area of harmonics. It was eventually discovered that we could generate energy through the conversion of seismic reservations of sound. Sound to be supplied by the endless running of your racing machines. You mean to tell us this course we're running is one in giant generator, which make us like what, rats running on a wheel? That is essentially correct. And like rats, you are trapped. You will drive this course, supplying my power to my world until you die, to then be replaced by others. Newsflash for you, good buddy, it ain't happening. We are so out of here. Yeah, we're calling this race an account of fraud. There is no quitting. An example will be made, destroy that machine. No, my car, no, pal. Don't worry, Jeff, I'm on it. This overgrown rototiller won't so much scratch that finish. You will erase or be eliminated. Turn their vehicles to scrap now. Seamus wrestling fan 1990. I like the drawing of Ronald Reagan behind you. Actually this drawing up here is not of Ronald Reagan. It's actually of Ringo Starr. I guess it kind of looks like Ronald Reagan, but it's not Ronald Reagan. It's Ringo Starr. So get your facts right. Also, interesting YouTube name, hee hee. Please don't spam the chat with World Cup results. If you do that again, you're gonna be removed from my stream. I don't like spamming on my stream, so please don't do that. I haven't been watching the World Cup because I don't really watch the World Cup and I don't really watch FIFA. But I do like playing the FIFA video games. Alternate account 468. I'm back. Okay, you're back for now, but if you try to pull anything funny, you're gonna get removed from the stream again. OBHOJ Pedri, who do you support, Obafemi or Brock Lesnar? I support Obafemi because I think Obafemi is going to be retiring Brock Lesnar at SummerSlam. There's no doubt about it. I believe Obafemi is going to retire Brock Lesnar for real at SummerSlam. I actually talked about this in my Friday Night SmackDown news video. The reason why I think of that is because, well, I don't really see Obafemi winning the King of the Ring. I see Jey Uso winning the King of the Ring. Also, that moment at WrestleMania where he retired, that was all a work. Because Brock Lesnar knew that that was going to be his last WrestleMania. So he wanted to have a big moment at that WrestleMania as a work, and that's what it was. But I'm going with Obafemi, and I think Obafemi is going to be retiring Brock Lesnar at SummerSlam because SummerSlam is in the hometown of Brock Lesnar, Minneapolis, Minnesota. So I'm going with Obafemi. Interesting YouTube name, hee okie dokie, you got it, G. Alternative account 4868. Why do you dislike trolling and spamming? Why do I dislike trolling and spamming? Because I'm not a fan of it. Because I'm not a fan of it. I've never been a fan of it. I hate haters. I hate trolls. They're just an annoyance in people's lives, so alternate account 4868. If you're gonna do that, then you're gonna be removed from my stream. I'm sorry. Visual Anime 4128. Once again, the Indian Air Force guy is here. Do you remember me? Yes, I do remember you, and thank you for joining. I'm just reading some Superman comic books today. Ali, Dayboy, hi, I'm new. Well, hello, Ali. How you doing today? I hope you're doing good. I'm just reading some Superman comic books on stream. I have a couple more Superman comic books. I got a couple more Superman comic books to read. I got 4 more left, but yeah, basically, yeah, like, I'm reading some Superman comic books. Ali, But yeah, Ali, if you like my YouTube channel, please don't forget to please like, subscribe, and comment to my YouTube channel. Turn on all the notifications for all my videos to watch all my content. Come back to my Q&A, gaming, and comic book streams to get my watch hours up on YouTube. To YouTube, Ali. But yeah, so basically, yeah, just subscribe to my YouTube, Ali. If you could do that for me, that would be appreciated, Ali. If you could do that, thank you. Alternate account 4868. Nah, I never do that. I'm just curious. Okay. Ali, by the way, just call me Ali. Okay, cool. Ali, I see some WWE, some comics. Well, I don't have any WWE comics, unfortunately, but in today's stream, I'm reading some Superman comic books. Visual Anime 4128, the way you used to interact, it's so engaging. I appreciate, gentlemen. Thank you, man, I appreciate it. Back to the comic book. Here is another ad for Jeff Gordon and Superman promoting a NASCAR diecast Superman car. Okay, this should get back to the story. You guys split up, head in every direction on the compass. I know you thought this was going to be a race of your life, but it's becoming a race for your life. What are you doing, Superman? Visiting Vitar. They need a good talking to about their energy policies. Sure hope Superman can talk some sense into those underground guys. Otherwise, we're roadkill. Look out, John! I'd see the Roadhog, Dale Jr. How can I miss him? He's got us squared in highlights. Yeah, heck, these bad boys are too slow to get out of their way. Uh-oh, man, I thought I left those guys staring at my tail lights. Guess this one knew a shortcut. Good thing I know a few tricks myself. Squeak! Thumb! Looks like we're neck and neck, King Sir. Yeah, those guys are looking to smash us side to side. You know what that means. It means we got us a swerve Need for Speed buddy floor. Wham! Wham! Ali, Brock Lesnar, and Big Show are goated. They are very much goated, but like I said, I think Obafemi is retiring Brock Lesnar. Now, there is a rumor going around that Obafemi could win King of the Ring, and he will fight Brock Lesnar on night 1 and face Roman Reigns on night 2. So he'll have his match against Brock Lesnar on night 1 and fight Roman Reigns for the World Heavyweight Championship on night 2. I don't know how true that is. That's just a rumor. I'm not going to confirm if that's true or not. But, yeah, Brock Lesnar and Big Show are goated. OBOJ Pedri, in the past 3 years, I heard some news on social media that Rey Mysterio is good, but after some time, it was somebody else. Rey Mysterio is still alive, and he's still appearing on WWE TV, so no, he's not dead. OBOJ Pedri, I like Brock. I might like Obafemi in the future. Well, Obafemi is going to retire Brock Lesnar. I hate to say it, but that's what's going to happen. And that's one of my predictions for SummerSlam if it happens. Back to the comic book. Okay, we got another ad here for Superman in the Jeff Gordon diecast car. Uh-oh, this isn't good. They got us locked in, Joe. Don't know Jimmy. Man, this is one time I wish I was pilot instead of a driver so I can fly out of this mess. Meanwhile, the Man of Steel arrives in the subterranean realm of Vitar. That looks like the Vitar generator. And once I put a mission, it should cut the fellow power to the machine menacing the racers. Will be. Not that I ever had any doubt he would. There wasn't any need to use treachery to save your people. All you had to do is ask for help. You would still help us even after what we did? They stopped dead in their tracks. That can only mean one thing. Superman got the job done. Helping people, any people, is why I'm here. Now, once I'm sure my friends are safe, I'll be back to help you restore your son. After all, we're all in together on this planet. And so, several days later, in the skies over the Indianapolis Speedway, thanks for the invitation to race this guy. Huh. What's going on? You're redecorating your cars? In your honor, Superman. We're calling ourselves the Superman Racing Team. Yep. We'll still be stuck in the rat race if not for you, pal. I don't know what to say. I'm honored. The world champion driver is naming their team of me. It's only fair, Superman. You're the real champion as far as we're all concerned. Just keep your eye on me, Superman. I plan on taking this race. In your dreams, Earnhardt. Just be glad you aren't racing against me, Dale Jr. Who won the greatest race among the members of the Superman team? Team Superman. That will be telling. The end. So that's the end of the first. Alright guys, so that was the first comic book of today. Action comic book, Superman meets NASCAR drivers. Now we're moving on to the Now we are moving on to the second comic book of today, which is a part of the Superman Infestation series. Superman, the Man of Steel, Superman, the Man of Steel, issue 113. We're going to be reading this comic book next. Let's see. Harvey Wallenbanger, your epidermis is showing. Don't know what that means. Louisa, hi Louisa, how are you doing? Yes, Louisa, thank you for joining my stream, Louisa. I appreciate it. Thank you, Louisa, for commenting on my shorts. I appreciate it. So we're moving on to the second comic book of today, which is a part of the Superman Infestation series. This will be Superman, the Man of Steel, issue 113 that came out in June of 2001. So let's get into it. Lewis was here, a single ray of light, hidden in an endless ocean of suns. But no matter what I took, I knew I would find her. And when I did, somehow I would cure her. Superman, please, we need your help. Save us. Why won't he help us? But Corsa must have tried everything to save his wife Kale, and he failed, and now she's dead. Superman, don't abandon us. Hold attack on Prima 2. The superhuman Permer sees us. Commander, should we flee before he destroys us? No. He's flying past. Give us a warning. Set engines to phase. Prepare for space sliding. Now, help us, Superman. We need you. Help us. Why do you abandon us? What else can I do? Earth 3 days ago. Lois, what are you doing? Turning you into energy for Vorax. That much should be obvious. Alert Vorax, summon us. You are very lucky. For some reason you are allowed to be alive. Kiga, we can go now. Lois, no, don't go. Lois, get away. You're not taking her from me. Karam! Infestation. I'm not yours to keep. Chapter 3. Ah! Baroom! We should energize him now. No, there has been a new battle. Vorax needs us to supplement his power. The last two systems offered great resistance than usual. Vorax's expenditure of energy was not adequately replenished. I won't let you go that easily. I don't care how long it takes. I will find you, and I will save you. I thought Kyle Maljanos, but then put that aside. It wouldn't be the same without Lois. It couldn't be. I didn't know what, but how I could do it. Two days ago, beyond the rim of planet designed Kata 7, I finally found 40 refugee ships, but what happened to the rest of the flotilla? There obviously been a battle, where those poor souls and only survivors. Corsa? Corsa Magellis? Where are you? Superman, come to Rolinda. The where were crammed in every quarter. Superman, over here. Must be infirm, would ignore while the only too few medics tend to those who might possibly survive. Commander Trillis, where's the rest of the fleet? Vorax attacked. I was assigned to lure it away from the main fleet. I had 2,100 ships. We're all that's left. My God. Commander, we're picking up lip signals. It's Vorax. Superman, will you help us? Rest. I'll do everything I can. First, I saw the whirlpool of energy funneling into Vorax, then I saw her. Make certain no one escapes. All life forms converted into energy. Vorax depended on our success. Lois, no! I won't let you become a murderer. Murderer, Clark, where am I? Recalibration for human conversion is necessary. Return to Vorax immediately. Ah! The system contains 9 planets. They must all be converted into energy for Vorax. You can't. All those innocent lives. No! 2 days ago, I saw Lois order the destruction of 9 worlds. I thought back to Krypton's original fate, and the loss was more agonizing than I could ever have imagined. Lois, an unwilling part of this, but how long before I would lose her forever? A solar system was gone. Commander Tilla's ships were destroyed as well. I had to find the rest of the flotilla. In space is time is inconsistent, but I'll search for what the approximately a week with no sign of the other ships. A second week passed. I hadn't slept or eaten since the search began. Everywhere I looked, I saw the signs of Vorax's presence. How many solar system? How many lives? How simply ceased to be? OBJ Petrie, you said you like to play horror games, so you like Resident Evil series, especially Village and Biohazard. I'm really a fan of it. No, I haven't really played the evil, or I haven't played the Resident Evil games. I never got into them, and I don't own any of the Resident Evil games. So I haven't played that horror game. Definitely heard about it. Definitely know it's popular, but I just haven't been able to play the Resident Evil games. I don't own any of them, and I haven't played them. So I'm sorry about that, Jay Pedri. But yeah, so I do like to play horror games. I plan on playing the new Halloween video game that's coming out later this year, and I also plan on playing the freaking Hellraiser video game as well. And then there's also a new Saw game coming out next year as well. Okay, back to the comic book. And then a week after I had give up all hope, I found them. But there were only a few hundred ships. Instead of those thousands I had left only a month before. After the first attack, we split off part of the fleet, but we haven't heard from them in weeks. They're gone. I'm sorry. Superman, I may confess, after these battles and I'm losing hope. You're not the only one. Where's Corsa Males? He works day and night now. No food, no sleep. He's become obsessed. The death of his wife and daughter. Believe he, Commander. I understand more than you know. Corsa, I know, but Vorax fooled us, Superman. He was wounded and made us believe he was destroyed. You don't understand. No one comes with me. Get out of my way. Move. They're always in my way. It's not important that Vorax healed itself. All that is important is we wounded it. I've spent the last month designing a super weapon. I had to cannibalize half the fleet to build it. But is it worth it? Look, Superman, look into the muzzle of the Vorax destroyer. That's why all those ships are missing. That's why the decks are all crowded. The vortex beta rays wounded it. I know we can destroy all those blasphemous warriors. None of them will survive. I will have one. Corsa, my why? Someone special to me. She's turned. I have to save her. My wife wasn't the first to die. Yours won't be the last. We can't rest, Superman. You and I have to see all of them destroyed forever. No, I won't give up. Then you're more than a fool than I thought. I've saved Lois 100 of times. I've been in love with her since the moment I saw her first. I can't give up on her. It's simply not an option. I told you, Superman, Corsa can't be reasoned with. And yet, he's the only hope we have. Don't be so sure of that. OBLJ Pedri, do you watch Power Rangers? My favorites were Power Rangers, SPD, Dino Thunder, Jungle Beast, and Samurai. No, I don't watch Power Rangers. I never really got into Power Rangers as a kid, and I never really got into Power Rangers as a preteen, teenager, or adult earlier, or adult either. So, OBMJ Pedri, no, I'm not a fan of Power Rangers. I never really watched Power Rangers, and I never really got into it. Sorry. But back to the comic book. Back to the comic book. OBMJ Pedri, did you play Contra? No, I didn't play Contra. Never played that game. I've heard of it, but I've never played it. I've heard of it, never played it. I've never owned the game, so I haven't played it. Sorry. Make short work of this system. Ignore the potential energy everything. Two of us hunted the great beast. Split a fear of differences would destroy everything I cherish. I love you, Lois. Vortex! I will hunt you down to the very ends of the universe and follow you into the fiery pits of hell itself. Not even death will stop me from destroying you, and I promise you this, no matter what it takes, what I have to sacrifice, I will save you. Father, what do you want, Lordo? But you see I'm busy. I'm afraid I've been having nightmares. I need you. Everyone is afraid to live with it. Transmission over. Another 2 days. That all will be destroyed once and for all. There you are, so confident as you reveal in your ultimate victory. Now die! Woom, 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 woom! More power. I need more power. Ah! Yeah! Lois! Lois! Is Corsa ready to kill her? No, she has to be alive. He must be stopped before it's too late. Swoosh! This is why you were allowed to live, Clark. Borax knew you would have to side with us against our pursuer. Lois? Yes, husband, join me. Destroy the Vorax the Destroyer. No, I can't. This is wrong. I won't let you become a killer. Traitor! To save killer, you are commanding the universe to death. Let me go. Oh dear, Lois. I'm sorry, Lois. But I can't let Vorax win. I won't let Vorax win. Broom! Destroy the Destroyer. Woom, 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 swoosh. For Kyle and Taya and all the worlds and all the systems and all the galaxies, I will see you destroyed. Woom! Swoosh! Energize him! Feed him to Vorax! No! No! Corsa! Vorax is turning him into energy! No! Yeah! Thank you, Vorax. I will comply. I've been waiting for this opportunity. Clark, consider yourself blessing. Vorax is now ready for you. You will experience the greatest beyond any mankind has ever known. Hang on in there. This isn't going to be half as easy as it looks. Woof. It's okay to breathe now. You're safe. You're... Ah! Ah! Safe. Oh god, no. We're not safe, because you never will ever be safe again. Corsa, your arm, your leg. Forget me, Superman. Look at Vorax. Look at what it's absorbing. That was only hope. It took half of our fleet to build the Destroyer, and it took all of our energy to empower it. If only you hadn't tried to stop me. If only you had stood beside me. No, no, no. Because of you, Superman, we got nothing left to fight with. Nothing. Power, energy, life, all the same. All in one is. All that is belonged to Vorax. That's your creation, Superman. Your gift to the universe. No, he would have completely destroyed if I hadn't been there. We'll settle on our differences later. I'm getting out of here. I'm out of here now. Skaroosh! Swoosh! Swoosh! The flotilla. I've got to lure Vorax away from that. No! Go back! We have to destroy Vorax. I won't have anyone die because of me. We're doing this my way. No! No! Your way, Superman! Once we are finished with this fleet, Vorax, I will lead you to my homeworld. Your why means death to know you who know. I promise you will feast well to be continued next week in Superman in Action Comics 778. Okay, guys, so that was the second comic book of today. Superman, the Man of Steel, issue 113, a part of the Infection series of Superman, the Man of Steel. This is the comic book where Lois gets infected. Just got done reading it, so that was the second comic book of today. Now we are going to be getting into the third comic book of today, which is Strike Force, Superman in Action Comics. This is Action Comics issue 779 that came out in 2001. So this has Supergirl in it as a supporting character. As I have said earlier, I did a little bit promotion for the Supergirl movie. So post in the chat, what are your guys' thoughts on the new Supergirl movie that's coming out next week? It's coming out next Friday, June 26th of 2026. And please post in the chat, what are your thoughts of Millie Alcock playing Supergirl? Let me know in the chat. But anyway, on to the next comic book. It's always feels weird, doesn't it? Getting the call, even though we've been through it. We haven't been through this, and hey, you need any help with that zipper, you just holler. Not on any of yours, clone little lives. Ouch. You were a lot more polite about turning me down when you were half an angel. She's here so we can. I want to make sure that one thing is crystal. This is all me. He doesn't have a clue that I've contacted you yet, but I had, because I knew he wouldn't even trust each other with you in his life with his. Our secrets. I know he wouldn't call, just not his style. Someone is trying to kill Superman. Not point a purple ray at him during a bank robbery, guy. Our assassin is back. The one who came this close to doing the job right this close. He doesn't want help because he thinks this is personal. Because it's going to be get complicated. He's right. That's your fair warning. If you want to back out, no harm, no foul. Lois, it's Superman. No one begs on Superman whether he likes it or not. Don't worry, we're all over this. Let's get dirty. I've got halfway around the globe to find my would-be killer, and so far all I found is a place that feels a little hell. Pokolostan, a dwarf in the former Sex Republic whose name had been lost to brutal history. I never even heard of it before yesterday, except maybe once in a dream. A very bad dream. Man of Steel 9 edition. I could still be dreaming now. Not really here. Not walking through a battlefield. Not watching children beg to me fly them somewhere that isn't exploding. How do people live through war? How does the mind survive? Looking into their faces, I see only reflection of what I feel in my own heart. More. Fear. I feel fear. Somewhere in this country I knew me well enough to get inside my body and nearly poison me to death. The same person sent a monster on a killing spree just to get my attention. knowing I would stand for it, knowing I'd follow the trail of bodies here. I've been invited here, invited to die. No, it can't be him. They have exactly where they want me. I'm counting on it. Also, I would like to mention about this comic book. This is the first issue of General Zod II and that girl. I can't remember her name. I said it earlier in the stream, but yeah, this is the first issue of General Zod II. King takes the pain. I'm in shock for 10 seconds it takes until I see my eyes on him. Ignition, death dealer from another time, a place he's not supposed to exist. And then I remember that dream again. He was there with a woman. The feeling of first closing around me becomes undeniable. I'm a big believer in confidence. Ignition. Wham! Wham! Goes hand in hand with faith, but not even I'm not swallowing. This is a happy accident. You won't remember this, but we've played this game before, so for old time's sake, why don't you tell me what's happening here before I knock you out of your cargo pants? Man, God, so wide-eyed, yet so blind. Emperor Joker, it's all coming together, isn't it, folks? Edition. The power of my master transcends the petty universe of our first meeting. Womb! The past is mine to remember, his future and mine to behold. Who has you tearing across Poco's stand? Who wanted me here? Who sent? Remember, guys, this is a first issue of General Zod II, so I'm hoping you guys are enjoying the Superman comic book so far. First issue of General Zod II. Father, you came, you care, and thus my master is made reality, to stand at the crest of destiny. Well, now, that's what have the trap spring officially out of the way. Answers the name Kwang, who brought you two together. Cancer! Coom! Love, of course. Love. Again, we are not alone. Boo! Crash! Boom! Teleport complete. So we can hit them now with every ounce of force your skinny skin so can muster. Damn, Skippy, my dog. Lois? God, do I love that girl. Scratch! Up, and away. Whoops. No whoops, Superboy. Now's not a good time for whoops. Black, huh? Bold Supergirl. Strike Force Superman. Chick steals idea plus black slamming. These the guys. Hardly. This is just a phase. One of them, I'm sure. Adversaries unexpected your wishes. His wishes ignition is for his little snowbird to leave his nest and get her wings bloody. In case I don't get a chance later, you're all in trouble, even in steel. Blah, blah, blah. Me first. Oh, and thank you very much. As you can see, saw him should the Pokistan situation develop, America will be prepared. You don't mess around, do you? I don't want the American military to be the best in the world. I want it to be the best of all time. Your word, Sam. Your legacy. Outstanding, sir. Outstanding. But isn't this a conflict of interest of LexCorp contract? Ferris is the world leader in aviation technology. That's why they run air support. Oh yeah, if you're wondering, Lex Luthor is the president in this comic book. But Ferris does not have technology from the millennia into our future B-13 technology. LexCorp can ensure American military dominance. Certainly you can see the logic. Yes, sir, but it's no more conflict than the Secretary of Defense being the father of the notorious, if not leftist and inflammatory reporter with a grudge against the president. I have pledged my career, my honor to service of this country. Nothing will compromise that pledge, sir. Of course not, Sam. Of course not. And that's why we're going to make history. We, men of honor. Uh, Rayhan Dingluka, Lionel Messi or Cristiano Ronaldo. I prefer Lionel Messi over Cristiano Ronaldo, but they're both great football players. I prefer Lionel Messi because he's kind of a little bit more recognizable here in America, and also because like he gets big promotion deals with big companies like Lay's and stuff. I mean, not saying Cristiano Ronaldo is a bad player. He's not. He's a very great football player, but I prefer Lionel Messi over him. Hopefully that answers your question. Back to the comic book. Steel, Superboy, take cancer. You should be protected from his neurotic touch. Supergirl, you're with me on Ignition. I hope you've been practicing your leapings every day. Boom, choom, boom, ground meets nasties. Nasties eat this. This ends here. True, little one, but in a way you can never imagine. Rayhan Besser. Thank you, I appreciate it. Louisa, hey JOWTTD. Just commented on your shorts. Thank you, Louisa. I appreciate it. Thank you for commenting on my shorts. Saquoom! If I have to tear the answers out of you piece at piece, yeah! You tell me who's trying to kill me. I'm not playing your master's game. Of course you are. You sniff. Your kin. Oh yeah? Well, sorry I bogart the good looks of those and brains. Crowquest, this is ugly steel. We all are. Hold still, sup. Terror, unclogged. Spiritual disgrace. Oops. Whoosh! May I go home now? I do not detest the smell of burning man. No! Ferora, the sun and the dark. Steel! And my master games continues. Torturous. Who? Louisa, no problem. Much love. Thanks for calling me, Louisa. You're welcome. JS, come from the Ivory Coast. Well, welcome from the Ivory Coast. I'm just reading some Superman comic books. This comic book I'm reading is Action Comics issue 779, and it has the first appearance of General Zod II and Ferora, if you're interested in knowing about this comic book. Back to the comic book. Ite, you trashed the ride, woman, but a driver still got gas. Let's search him. Oh, this is worth it. If we're to laugh alone, what are you? Terror. Kellax. Hang tough. I'll get back to your back. Right, after I practice. Insulted again, father. I am more of your blood than this. Well, yet he's garnished your favor. Bare your chest. Sharp! So be it. Welcome to the family. Sorry you won't be staying. He cut me. How the ow. This is a mistake. Scratch. Hello, Louisa. Welcome back. Still reading Superman comic books. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have let you. Get out here. All of you, please. No way. It's just a flesh wound, dude. Me. I said go. Let them stay, father. Please, I want to play. Do we finish them all now? I have work to do. Yes. No, wait. Feel him. Screech. In. Shriek, kaboom! Coming, shoom! Grr, grr, blur. Carney B5967. Hello, Carney B. How are you doing today? I hope you're doing good. Carney B5967. Hey, I got a question for you. If you could only keep one comic book, which would it be? I would say if I had only one comic, I could there's a lot of comic books I could choose for this question, but if there's only one comic book that I could keep forever, I would probably keep the first issue of Batman ever released. The first issue of Batman. Unfortunately for me, I don't own the first issue of Batman, but if I ever got the first issue of Batman, the first appearance of Batman and Robin, that would be the comic book that I keep forever. But there are a couple other ones that are a close second, like The Killing Joke. A Killing Joke, Death in the Family, Death in the Family. Those comic books are very good. But if there's a comic book that I could keep forever, it would be the first issue of Batman. The first issue of Batman and Robin. Or even maybe the first issue of Aquaman. Because Aquaman... Well, actually, Aquaman is my number one favorite superhero. My second favorite is Batman. Mr. Pele, you need a haircut. Well, fuck, I do have a haircut, asshole. Like, does my head look like I have a full set of hair right now? Asshole. I did get a haircut. I got a haircut like about 2 weeks ago. Weren't you paying attention? Mr. Palin, you look like Obama. Yeah, you look like an asshole that's removed from my stream, so bye. Louisa. Ooh, Diva Slay, Joey. Thank you, Louisa, I appreciate it. John Lennon III, greeting from Mars. Hello, John Lennon III. How are you doing today? I'm just reading some Superman comic books. If you would like to, please like, subscribe, and comment to my YouTube channel. And turn on all the notifications for all my videos so you can see all my content on my YouTube channel. And come back to my gaming, my Q&A, and my comic book streams on my YouTube channel. If you could do that for me, John Lennon III, that would be appreciated, period. Alright, back to the comic book I'm reading. Okay. Scanning, we need to scan on my... What the Oh shit, it cuss. What the shit is that? Superman, your jaw. Good lord, he broke your jaw. Not possible. This just doesn't happen. He's coming around again. Get up. Laga. Superman, I don't think you should. Complete. Doomsday. Scree! Not again, not again. Deet. Doom! I know you tickled at me, Kal-El, but I don't care. I had to do it. I couldn't let you do it. Let's see. John Lennon III. Have you watched The Boys? No, I haven't watched The Boys. That was not something... that is not something that I really got into. Like, I like superheroes like Batman and Aquaman, and I do watch I mostly watch DC stuff. I mean, don't get me wrong, I do like Marvel, and I do watch the Marvel movies. No hate towards Marvel, because I like them too. But I'm kind of more of a DC person over Marvel. But, no, I haven't seen The Boys. It was something that I didn't get into, and I didn't watch it from the start, so yeah. JS, you read good. Thank you, JS. I appreciate it. Koi Boy, hi, nice haircut. Thank you, Koi Boy. I appreciate it. Koi Boy, I'm just reading some Superman comic books, but I gotta get back to the comic book now. I'm gonna finish up this story. The readings, your vital signs. It was Doomsday all over again. He would have killed you, Big Blue. I'm sorry, but I'd rather have you live and angry than dead. Just don't get in. Just don't get into it. We all took our share from Ignition and Rest, but that dude, it was a trap. A trap's a lawns. And now President Luthor has officially shut him down from going back to Polkistan. Said he may cause an international incident. And some maniac in armor sucker punching Superman is the Olympic Freak Games. If he'd seen that coming, nothing would have changed. Come on, Kalax. He's Superman. He would have. Look at him. I'm not playing nursemaid. I'm not Horizon and Connell. Look at him. That man's lucky to be alive. Dirty dealing psycho with a tendency to sucker punch your face worse. It was a lucky shot. The sun was in your eyes. Next time you'll Clark, I'm doing my everything short of shtick here and you're not helping. It was him. Who him? The one that created cancer, the man who poisoned me, the man who wanted me dead. I know it was the second I saw him. How? What did he say? Nothing. Nothing at all. I just looked in his eyes, and I was afraid. Next, Prelude to War. Alright, so that was the fourth. Alright, so that was the third comic book of today. Strike Force Superman Action Comics issue 779. And this is the first appearance of General Zod II and the girl, I forgot her name already. But yeah. So now we're going on to the fourth comic of today, which is, I believe, I believe this is DC issue 593 that came out in August of 2001. Our World's at War, The Adventures of Superman, Prelude to War, Suicide Mission. John Lennon III. Have you watched Invincible? Same with The Boys. Haven't seen Invincible. I never really was able to get into Invincible. Plus, I didn't watch it from the start. So the same thing with The Boys. I just really never got into it. Sorry, John Lennon III. Louisa, do you want to do a one-time ASMR food time? Louisa, I have done ASMR. Louisa, I have done ASMR videos on my YouTube channel, though I haven't done any ASMR videos on my channel recently. I kind of done some ASMR or ASMR/mukbangs at the beginning of my YouTube channel, but I don't really do ASMR/mukbangs anymore. I kind of just stick with my food reviews. So if you would like to check out my food reviews, Louisa, that would be appreciated. But we're on to DC Comic Books issue 593, the fourth comic book of today, and it's a Prelude to War. Our World's at War, The Adventure of Superman, Suicide Mission. So let's get into it. Metropolis, Strikers Island Prison. Come on, Warden. It's not going to comment. Miss Blaine, you can just put your little tape recorder away. A prison break is news, Warden, especially here at Strikers. Don't try to hide him from the press, sir. The Bailey Planet has an obligation. Who is he hiding? I simply have nothing to say. You want the facts? Just get them from our PR legion, but leave me out of it. Louisa, okay. Okay, Louisa. So, the warden sent me here. Said I could look at the paperwork on the break. Usually he shuffles reporters to our PR. Not this time. Sure, I buy that. Look, I'm sure you're very good at your job. You look like an ace reporter, but I don't read. Working in here, going blind on paperwork. The last thing I want to do is read a newspaper. A lot of weirdness going on around here lately. I can understand why you would be sniffing around. Oh, yeah? What kind of weirdness? Off the record, don't get me started. The escape was a chicken feed. Two nobodies. Their shears slipped on something. We moved from Mongol out here last month. Thank God for that. Couple of government transfers last week. Government transfers of prisoners here? Oh yeah, one of the president's cabinet showed up to sign the transfer himself. No kidding. Wow. How about me letting me look at that transfer? I'm going to get so busted. You said off the record, right? Absolutely. So the mogul wasn't a part of the transfer? Nope. We're happy to get rid of that guy. This transfer was kind of forced on us. Now you never saw this, and if you didn't get it from me, why am I a sucker for a pretty face? I'm married, cowboy, but my lips are sealed. Word of honor. Oh my God. Suicide mission. Suicide mission. Area B, or Area 8, I mean, abandoned years ago due to the military cutbacks, and there it is, a radio transmission sending hypersonic signal all the way across the country monopolist. A triumph from the occasional dog. I'm probably the only one hearing it. So who's responsible, and why did they want me to leave me here, out to the middle of nowhere? That's right. You feel that, huh? Surprise, surprise, surprise! It's time to take you back to school, Boy Scout. Get ready to bite down. Hey! I hate surprises. You're dead, Shepard, now. Why do you pull out a striker square? We can clean the rust off you, and he shoves you knickers up your bum. Give me your shot at him. I shouldn't do this. I'm breaking the rules for you, mate. I'm getting bleeding, soft in my old age. This isn't like a tag of a schoolyard. He's the toughest nut on the block. He's tough. You got to be tougher. Go. Well, I'm thinking I've got my answer, although I'm not sure if it's not over yet. Uh, Rajapoot 91234. Hi, bro. I'm new. I'm your new subscriber. Rajapoot 91234. How are you doing? I'm doing good. How about you? And thank you for subscribing. Just don't forget to turn on all the notifications for all my videos to see all my content. And please don't forget to come back to my comic book, my gaming, and my Q&A streams to get my watch hours up on YouTube. If you can do that for Rajpoot 91234, that would be appreciated. Bro, what are you reading? I'm currently reading Superman comic books. I'm on my fourth Superman comic book of today. The next comic book is going to be the last comic book of today. Rajpoot 91234. I'm doing good, thanks. You're welcome. Rajpoot 91234. Where are you from? Rajpoot 91234. Where are you from? I currently live in Jamestown, New York, which is 2 hours away from Buffalo, New York, and 45 minutes away from Erie, Pennsylvania. People ask me all the time if I live near New York City. I don't live near New York City because New York City is all the way across the state from where I live because I live in Western New York. Hopefully that answers your question, VIP. You can call me VIP. Okay. Oh, okay, VIP. I'm just reading a Superman comic books. This is the fourth Superman comic book today. I'm going to be getting to the last one of today here shortly. But currently I'm reading DC issues 593. Our World's at War, Prelude to War, Suicide Mission, The Adventures of Batman, and I'm currently in the middle of reading it. VIP, love from Pakistan, bro. You're welcome. Thank you. Back to the comic book. Back to the comic book. VIP, can you show me on the camera? No, that's not how Livestream works, VIP. Sorry. Sorry, VIP, that's not how live streams work, unfortunately. What? Welcome to the Germ Farm. Chemical warfare at its finest. Now let's talk about sucker punches. Metropolis. Oh, I wasn't exactly expecting you to show up here unannounced. How are you here? I'm a reporter. Remember, my job is to find out things. I was just on my way out, Lois. I don't have time to chat. I'm not here to chat, Dad. I was at Stryker's Island investigating the prison gate, and I found out you signed for a transfer. When I dug deeper, I found out it was a new specialized government program. Care to confirm? As President Luther's Secretary of Defense, I'm giving specific duties that I am honored and bound to carry out. The information you're after is classified. I am impressed by your tenacity, and I'm good at what I do. The question is, how am I going to get you to talk? Stryker is a meta-human facility. Why are you authorizing transfers? Is Luther giving pardons? Don't be ridiculous. Now, I'm ready in a rush, so if you can excuse me, you're not getting off that easy, Mr. Secretary. If I smell a rat, I have no choice but to come at you and Luther with all I had got. How dare you, young lady? How dare you question my loyalty to my country? If you had any inkling as to what I may be coming, you'll get right in line behind your governing executive and pledge your undying support as I have. This is a Major Sam Lane in suit 3206. Could you alert I'm the car that I'm coming down? Thank you. Okay, let's see, VIP. Oh, okay, read it. I'm ready. I'm also interesting. Okay, VIP, that's cool. I'm just reading the Superman comic book. Thank you, Louisa. I appreciate it. VIP, bro, can you play games on stream? Not in this stream specifically. I have another stream for that. Today I'm only reading Superman comic books on stream. But VIP, if you want to join my stream on Tuesday where I play gaming streams, that would be appreciated. So if you would like to join my gaming stream at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Tuesday for my gaming stream, VIP, that would be appreciated. That would be appreciated, VIP. That would be appreciated. You can also go to my community tab on my YouTube channel, VIP, to vote for what game you would like me to play next on my YouTube channel for my next gaming stream, VIP. If you could do that for me, that would be appreciated, VIP. Louisa, I am scared. Hello, my mom just popped in. Okay, Louisa, that's cool. Okay, I must came. Okay, back to the comic book. Oh yeah, I forgot to show the picture. Having fun yet? Yeah, boy. Hunk! He's gotten through tougher and meaner, but why the sneak attack and the chemicalness? Toxic, but familiar. That looks like the Shag now didn't stage this on his own. That means someone else is behind this little welcoming party. But who? And what other surprises do they have waiting for me? Okay, so Louisa asked if VIP is Muslim. VIP, bro, listen please. Kari B. 5967. Love you very much, buddy. I hope that you have a great summer. Enjoy with all you have made planned. Thank you, Carney B. I appreciate it. Thank you for joining. Uh, okay, so, VIP, yes, I'm a Muslim sister. Louisa, same sister. Okay, well, thank you guys for joining. Dan, hello, Dan. How you doing today, Dan? I hope you're doing good. Is that a Ronald Reagan drawing behind you? It looks cool. No, Dan, it is not a no, Dan, it is not a Ronald Reagan drawing behind me. It's actually a Ringo Starr drawing that I did in high school. That's the second time today that somebody said that drawing is Ronald Reagan. It's not Ronald Reagan. Here's a closer look of it, if you guys want to see. Do you guys see that behind me? See that picture behind me? That is, that is a picture of Ringo Starr. So, no, it's not a picture of Ronald Reagan, but it is a drawing of Ringo Starr that I did in high school. And a lot of people compare me to Ringo Starr, which is pretty cool. Okay, so VIP, what about you? Are you Muslim? No, I'm not Muslim. I'm not Muslim. I'm German, Dutch, Italian, and my grandmother on my mother's side says I have a little bit of Russian in me, so that's my heritage for you. Louisa, me, VIP, yep. Louisa, yes, I am Muslim. She's asking where Louisa is from. Sir speaks a lot, 7258. Why you got Ronald Reagan on your wall? Oh, bro. How many? That's the third time today somebody has asked me about this picture on my wall. Does that, guys, please post in the chat. Does that look like Ronald Reagan to you? Because it's not Ronald Reagan, it's freaking Ringo Starr. Like, I guess people don't know the difference between the UK singer. I guess people don't know the difference between the UK singer. People don't know the difference between the singer Ringo Starr and the President of the United States, Ronald Reagan. Okay, the second Buddha, please stop spamming the chat, please. If you keep spamming the chat, then you're gonna be removed from my stream. VIP. Second, the Buddha. Thoughts on the Boys finale? I didn't watch The Boys. I didn't watch it from beginning to end. I haven't even seen the show. I don't think The Boys would be my cup of tea, and I didn't start watching it at the beginning, and I didn't really get into it, so I didn't watch The Boys. The second Buddha, Invincible or The Walking Dead? I would go with The Walking Dead over The Invincible because I actually have seen some of The Walking Dead. I haven't seen anything from Invincible. Same thing with The Boys. I didn't start watching it when it came out, and I never really got into it, and I never watched it, so yeah. The second Buddha. The second Buddha, The Walking Dead or Breaking Bad. I would go with Breaking Bad because the Breaking Bad is better than The Walking Dead. I mean, don't get me wrong, I like The Walking Dead, but I prefer Breaking Bad over The Walking Dead. The second Buddha, Breaking Bad or The Boys. I would go with Breaking Bad over The Boys. Just because I haven't seen The Boys, so I can't really even compare it to Breaking Bad, but I compare it to I would say I like Breaking Bad more. The second Buddha, Marvel or DC? I prefer DC over Marvel, but don't get me wrong, I like Marvel, and I like the Marvel movies, and I like the Marvel comic books. No hate towards Marvel, but I prefer DC over Marvel. Dan. Dan. Is it Ringo Reagan? You said isn't his name Ronald Reagan? I'm not even gonna apply to that, Dan. I know that you're trolling me. Um, Louisa, I'm from the Netherlands. Cool. I got some Dutch heritage in me, Louisa. Uh, VIP, VIP. I'm from Pakistan. VIP. What is your name? My name is Joey. My real name is Joseph, but I prefer to be called Joey. Joey is my nickname, and I prefer to be called Joey. A lot of people call me Joey because that's my nickname and that's my preferred name. So, VIP, you can call me, Joey. Louisa, my name is Louisa. You can call me Louisa. Yep. Banjo, hi Joey. Hi Banjo, how are you doing today? I hope that you're doing good, Banjo. I'm just reading some Superman comic books and following along with the chat. VIP, that's such a nice name. VIP, it does. Louisa, hey Joey, I actually searched up when Oliver Tree died. It was June 14th. Yeah, everybody was mentioning that in my Q&A live stream 23. I don't really know much about Oliver Tree. I didn't really listen to his music, but I do know who he is, and it's unfortunate that he passed away. Teference, DC crushes Marvel for sure. I prefer the lesser known Dark Horse comics. Cool, Teference. I appreciate that comment. Banjo, is that Ronald Reagan behind you drawing? Also, big fan of the channel. That is the third time of today that somebody has mentioned this picture in my live stream and has said it's Ronald Reagan. It's not Ronald Reagan, it's Ringo Starr. So basically, yeah, it's Ringo Starr, the singer of the Beatles, not Ronald Reagan, the president. Get it right. Get it right, people. Get it right. Get it right. I guess you guys are just kind of trolling me now over the Ringo Starr thing. Exobi, Joe Bama. Exobi, just kidding. Louisa, do you think we should tell Joey what's going on? Louisa. Louisa, I mean, type JOWCGD or Joey. You can just type Joey if it's easier. VIP, bro, I really want to go because I'm in Pakistan. It's time to sleep. That's why I want to go, but I really enjoy your stream. Love from Pakistan. Thank you, VIP. I appreciate it. Yep, VIP. VIP, yes. Terrifice, is Ringo Starr your favorite Beatle? Yes, Ringo Starr is my favorite Beatle. He is my favorite Beatle for a lot of reasons. He was a really good drummer in the Beatles, and I also like Ringo Starr because he was the first UK narrator for Thomas and Friends. He did season 1 and season 2 of Thomas and Friends for the UK dub and the US dub of Thomas and Friends. So yes, I love Ringo Starr. Louisa, laughing out loud, everybody says that your Ringo Starr thing. Yes, a lot of people say I look like Ringo Starr. People say that I'm Ringo Starr's long lost son. I can believe it because I kind of look like him. But yeah, I don't know why people keep saying that my picture of Ringo Starr is Ronald Reagan. I guess people are just trolling me because of the picture, I guess. Dan, I thought Ronald Reagan was the drummer of the Beatles, not a singer. Ringo Starr was the drummer for the Beatles. Also, Ringo Starr wrote a lot of songs for the Beatles, but John Lennon and the others didn't really like his writing style, I guess. He did sing some songs for the Beatles, but he was mostly a writer and a drummer for the Beatles, but yeah. Banjo. Wasn't John Lennon the singer of the Beatles? Yes, John Lennon was one of the singers of the Beatles, but Ringo Starr also did sing some songs for the Beatles. He also did write some songs for the Beatles, and he was also the drummer. Hi, Louisa. Can you become my friend? I'm definitely thinking that Louisa is your friend VIP. June Dreams 2812. Make a travel blog. I really appreciate that. June Dreams 2812. Maybe I'll make a travel blog in the future, but I'm not traveling anywhere anytime soon, so I can't really say anything. Louisa, yeah, you can VIP. Terrifies. I always liked John, but then unfortunately Yoko came along. Banjo, I prefer Yoko Ono, to be honest. Yeah, I get it. Some people don't like Yoko Ono, and some people like her, and some people don't. I don't really have an opinion on Yoko Ono. Not really. I prefer the Beatles. Just listening to Beatles in general. Louisa, yeah, VIP. Okay, back to the comic book, everybody. Back to the comic book. Okay, back to the comic book. Back to the comic book, everybody. I still have one more comic book to read on stream. There is time for life and time to die. Yeah, you had been marked for death. Schween. I will fully reduce your alien flesh to proto-Maslix line. Nrrr! Escape is no option. Plasmus will have is his way with you. It's been so command. It's been so command. By who? Step off, Blasphemous. I'm talking this guy out. The game's afoot. And I plan on planting the victory flag right in your face. Give me your name. How about alien scum? VIP, back to the book. Back to the comic book, yes. VIP, Banjo, Joey, have you been ever to Uganda? No, I've never been to Uganda. I've never been to Africa in general, so no, I've never been to Uganda. VIP, I use TikTok and I have TikTok 1K 1,000 followers. Well, good for you. Good for you, VIP. Good for you. Okay, back to the comic book once again. Frederick. Hi, Frederick. Hello, how are you doing, Frederick? I hope you're doing good today, Frederick. I'm just reading some Superman comic books. I'm on to the second to last Superman comic book that I'm going to be reading today. If you would like to, please like, subscribe, and comment to my YouTube channel. Turn on all the notifications for all my videos to see all my content. And come back to my Q&A, gaming, and comic book streams on my YouTube channel to get my watch hours up on YouTube, Frederick. That would be appreciated. Thank you. Wrong name. Ah, gah! Hold that pose. Funny that places like this take us, huh? Who would have figured we'd meet again soon? And under these circumstances, the fact is that wouldn't have been my first choice for a reunion, but I take my laughs where I can get them. Manchester Black. Which power is that, mate? Super name recall? After you unloaded my crew in the Elite, I suppose you figured I'd crawl under a rock for a few years. I was a predicted doped up worse than Duchess on a bender. That is until stars and bars came and calling. They bloody drafted me. Of course, when they told me what for, I couldn't help but crack a little smile. They even got a draft name for it, Project Suicide Squad. Thing is, they needed a test run. They needed to go up against something big. And as acting field leader, they asked me for suggestions, and I suggested you. So far, you've done okay. Not bad showing against these freaks. I guess it's been time to bring out the final solution. Banjo, okay. Louisa, hey, call 19 June was a storm. Lightning, police, ambush, so maybe I'll go. Louisa, ignored. Louisa from Ivy, bye. Louisa, why ignore VIP? I'm not ignoring anybody, but I am reading this comic book, though, because this is the second to last comic book, and I have, yeah, so basically, like, yeah, I'm just trying to finish the second to last comic book and then get to the final comic book of today. Banjo, hey Joey, do you support Israel or Alice Palestiners? Or sorry, don't want to get political. I'm sorry, Banjo, but I'm not going to answer your question. No political questions on stream. I'm just going to tell you right now, I don't talk about political subjects on my stream, so I'm sorry, Banjo, but I'm not going to answer your question. I'm going to move on. So, yeah, I'm going to move on for that. Like I said, Louisa, I didn't VIP. I didn't ignore VIP. I know, Louisa, I know you didn't. I'm just trying to finish up this second to last comic book and get to the final comic book of today. Starsmouth 5182, why are you a Pirates fan? We're not going over this discussion again. I already went over this 1,000 times with you. You can figure it out for yourself. Just understand family history and that's it. Back to the comic book. Starsmouth 5182, laughing out loud, you remember me? Yes, of course I remember you. But you've already asked me that question before, and I'm not answering that question again. The last time I tried to explain it to you, you couldn't understand it, so I'm not gonna explain it again. So, like I said, just take a look at my family history and you'll understand. Janessa. Hi, Janessa. How are you doing, Janessa? I hope you're doing good today, Janessa. I'm just reading some Superman comic books, Janessa. I'm on the second to last comic book of today, and then I got one more final comic book to read, and then I'm going to end the stream. Ringo Star 19. Just visiting the stream of the best damn Ringo Star lookalike in the game. Well, thank you, Ringo Star 19. I appreciate it. I'm just reading some Superman comic books. I'm on the second to last Superman comic book of today, and then we'll get to the final one today. Starsmouth 5182. Please forget so I can ask the question again. I'm not forgetting. Sorry, I'm not answering that question. Banjo, I'm not answering that question. Janessa, I'm doing alright. Sorry for joining late. It's okay, Janessa. You didn't really miss anything. You missed the 3 other Superman comic books that I read already. But I'm finishing up this second to last comic book. And then I'm getting into the final comic book of today. So you didn't really miss anything, Janessa. And you can always go back later in the stream and watch the other comic books that I've read. Chemo. Amazing what you can grow in a lab from a drop of acid rain. They told me they needed heavy hitters. This crew is meant to disarm the dastardly deeds of other might consider well suicide. Huh, I just got that name. Daft Bunch. If they didn't have me over the barrel. Starsmouth 5182. I'm gonna ask the question a year from now when you forget. Okay, go ahead and do it. I'm gonna freaking remember. I got a really good I got a very good memory, Starsmouth 5182. So I'm gonna remember you. I'm gonna remember that question. VIP question mark. Don't know what VIP is questioning mark, but okay. Banjo. What? Why? Because it's not. Banjo, Joey, what did I do? Banjo, sorry. Nah, Banjo, you didn't do anything wrong, but that's not a very appropriate for the stream. I mean, if we're joking off stream, that's okay, but we can't be joking like that. Yeah, so basically, yeah, so yeah. So yeah, yeah. So yeah, sorry. Ringo Star 19, very good memory. I bet you still haven't checked out the retro arcade, huh? Well, you're wrong, Ringo Star 19, because I did check out the Retro Realms arcade. I definitely checked it out. It's very awesome, and I might do a gaming live stream of it on my YouTube channel in the future. So, just keep your eye out for that, Ringo Star 19. Uh, though I can't remember the release date of the game on the top of my head, but whenever it releases, I'll do a gaming stream on my YouTube channel. Janessa, care with the S word. I don't know if I heard that right, but I self-exit is what I heard. Well, as you can tell, Janessa, that is the title of the comic book, Suicide Mission, because a Ringo Starr, or not Ringo Starr, Superman is going up against a suicide mission. So that's what you heard, Janessa. VIP, bye VIP. Have a great rest of your day. Banjo, it's just an energy drink. I have it. Sorry. It's okay, Banjo, but like I said, that's not appropriate for a stream. It's okay to joke about that off stream, but not on stream. Janessa, oh dang. Yep. Superman is going up against a suicide mission. Okay, back to the comic book. More pictures. Ringo Star 19. Janessa, are you seriously self-censoring yourself? It's a word. It's a title of a story. You are correct, Ringo Star 19, but some people might be offended by that word, so let's keep it civil in the chat, please. Bloody hell. I have to inform my superiors to go get there and bag him like a ferret. Could you blow him a cold one too? He's too busy to waste time showing off. Now I want answers. Who are you working for? Same folk you work for, mate. If you can't beat 'em, join 'em. I don't work for the government, if that's what you're implying. I never would have pegged you as a recruiter either. Got that right. No choice on my part. Regulated fluid injected in my spinal cord. Nanotechnology at its finest. I step out of line. I'm paralyzed by remote control. So here I am. I can tell you this much. I'm hearing whispers in the corridors of power. Strange things afoot. You people are going to wish you never gotten rid of me, my merry band of world stompers. But don't take my word for it. Find out for yourselves. Just don't say I didn't warn you. Let's see, Janessa, okay, Janessa, sorry, geez, laughing out loud, I didn't know, yeah, sorry, geez, laughing out loud, I know YouTube doesn't like that word, I agree, YouTube doesn't like that word, but I'm using it in a story context. Ringo Starr, no worries, really Talk is to blame. Banjo, also, what kind of sheets do you have on your bed? Banjo, that looks pretty cool. My blanket is some sort of, like, I don't even know how to describe the blanket on my bed. Of course, my pillowcases in the background are like cloth leopard, uh, sheets or covers or whatever. And I got some other pillows over there. But as for my bed, I'm not too sure. It's like some type of flower pattern, I guess. But I do agree, it looks pretty cool, so thank you for commenting that, Banjo. Blaze Edits. Hello, Blaze Edits. How are you doing today? I'm just reading some Superman comic books. I'm on the second to last comic book of today, so I hope you're enjoying my Superman comic book stream so far. Blaze Edits, hi. Blaze Edits, good. I'm not answering that question. Don't worry, I won't. So native, no, so pathetic. Oh well, Black here. I need a cleanup crew. As I predicted, he gave your boys what for, one in orbit, two with me, and bringing the extraction team. We cleared up for the Mongol retrieval. Don't know about the Mongol general. We need him for the mission. They've got to accomplish this field test. Only confirms that all I know all along. They buried the Mogul, a mile underground in the middle of nowhere precisely because they couldn't control him at Strikers. It might be more trouble than it's worth. Have no fear, Miss Waller. There is no final component to this operation that will balance the scales. What are you people doing? I'm keeping an eye on you. I want you to know that. This is a restricted facility, son. It's fine, General. He's giving the posturing. I follow Black's radio signal back here. I should have known. You were playing with fire, Mr. President. This new suicide squad, it's not a good idea. If you continue the course and this project backfires, remember that I know who's responsible. You. Just so we understand each other. Oh, we've always understood each other, I think. And as a commander-in-chief, I can simply rely upon you aid in times of crisis. Besides, you have absolutely no idea what's coming. Should we this bunker paint in this lead? Metro, hey, not so fast. Lois, I don't have time to argue with you. There's not too much to do and no time to do it. The cabinet is just getting up and running. We're hearing of rumblings in political stand. Told you, things seem to be reaching a critical mass. Don't you see what you're doing here? What you've become, Lex Luthor is? Our duly elected president, young lady, shows some respect. Respect? I wish you could understand, but you will. From what I'm hearing, things are about to get much more complicated. You're my daughter, and I love you, but it never looks like we'll never agree on this again, and I don't have time to convince you. Take care of yourself. You know I don't trust the husband of yours to watch out for you. Dad, next war. Okay, guys. So that is DC Comics issue 593. Our Worlds at War, Prelude the War, The Adventures of Superman, Suicide Mission. So now we're getting on to the final comic book of today. So we're getting on to the final comic book of today. Blaze Edits, he's real. He ran out of service. He told us yesterday. Blaze Edits, no. Blaze Edits, I don't. Well, thank you for defending me, Blaze Edits. I appreciate it. I removed Banjo from the stream. But anyways, we're getting into the final comic book today, which is the only comic book that I have collected. All the other comic books that I just got done reading, I inherited from my dad. But this is the last comic book that I collected. It's DC Comics issue Free Comic Book Day Superman Adventures. So Superman Family Adventures. So basically this has Supergirl in it, as I have described before. Please post in the chat, what are your guys' thoughts on the new Supergirl movie? And what are your thoughts on Millie Alec playing Supergirl? If you can let me know in the chat what you think about the new Supergirl movie and Millie Alec playing Supergirl as me promoting that movie on my stream, let me know what you think of it. Also, the movie is coming out next Friday, June 26th of 2026, so yeah, go check out that movie. Blaze Edits. Haven't watched it yet. Yeah, because it hasn't came out. Blaze Edit. It sounds interesting. What are your thoughts on Millie Alec playing Supergirl, Blaze Edits? Just let me know in the chat. But anyways, time to get into the last comic book of today that I got on Free Comic Book Day. So let's get to reading. Final comic book of today. Meanwhile, in this far reaches of space, a fiery meteor is on collision course towards Earth. More importantly, Metropolis. But wait, what is this? Look! Up in the sky! It's a bird! It's a plane! It's Superman! Wow, is that a new suit? I can't believe he caught that. I really like that V-neck collar. Cool, I haven't seen him in a long time. Superman Family Adventures. Time to send this rock back into space. Now to add a little bit of heat vision. Explode! Zap! And discreate the rock into harmless pebbles. While, back at the Daily Planet, Kent! Kent! Where's Kent? Here I am. What did I miss? Perry White. Superman. Kent! You missed Superman again. Oh, no worries, Chief. I got the scoop. Lois Lane. That's why you're my best reporter. You can learn a lot from her, Kent. Right, Chief. You know, Clark, you never hear when there's action about. Maybe it's because I'm really Superman, Lois. Blaze Edits, thumbs up. Blaze Edits, laughing out loud. Thank you, Blaze Edits. Oh, Clark, you're such a joker. Maybe Gotham City is more your star. Boom! Robots. What is it with Metropolis? Something is always happening, Olsen. Yes, Chief. Get me those photos. Right, Chief. Lane, get me the story. Right, Chief. Olsen, where's my coffee? Olsen. Blaze Edits. It's just me here. Blaze Edits. Never mind. You just sent Olsen out to take photos, sir. Oh, right. Well, text him to bring me my coffee on his way back. Kent! Kent! Clark Kent! Where did he go? He's never around when I need him. Robot stomping Metropolis. This looks like a job for Superman. Aiden55. Hello, Aiden. How are you doing today? I hope that you're doing good, Aiden. We're just reading some superhero comic books. If you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, Aiden, please like, subscribe, and comment to my YouTube channel. Turn on all the notifications for all my videos to watch all my content, and come back to my Q&A, gaming, and comic book streams to get my watch hours up on YouTube, Aiden. If you can do that for me, that would be appreciated. But I'm just reading some Superman comic books today. And honestly, Aiden, you came in at the right time because I'm reading the last, excuse me, sorry. I don't know what that was. But anyways, you came in at the right time, Aiden, because I'm reading the last comic book of today. Blaze Edits, hi, Aiden. Blaze Edits, hi. Aiden, already done. Thank you, Aiden. I appreciate it. So here we are. We got a character bio for The Flash. DC Nation presents Secret Files, The Flash. Secret Identity, Barry Allen. Powers and abilities, super speed, the Flash ring lends his speed to others. Occupation, criminologist and scientist. Affiliations, Justice League of America and Kid Flash. Statistics, the Flash is not very good with strength, but he's very good with speed, agility, and he has very good intelligence. He has a lightning bolt symbol, a flash ring, speed force shield, and super speed. His allies are Green Lantern and the Justice League. Blaze Edits. Blaze Edits. Have you seen The Flash show? No, I haven't seen The Flash show. I'm not really the biggest fan of The Flash. I'm kind of more of a Batman and Aquaman guy, but I'll definitely have to check that show out. But yeah. No, I haven't seen it. Sorry. The Next Generation, The Justice, Young Justice. Young Justice featuring Aqualad, Artemis, Kid Flash, Superboy, Robin, and Miss Martini. And find out what happens to Robin and the rest of the team on Young Justice 16, on sale May 30th. Gotham City, September 11th, 4,800 hours. Another of her fellow Young Justice team members joined his famous partner to thwart of kidnapping. Young Justice featuring Batman and Robin. Wham! Buddha, 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 Buddha. Snap! Buddha, roll. Wham! Young Justice, Star City, September 6th, 2012 hours, featuring Green Arrow and Artemis. Do you see what I see, Artemis? Museum after hours and a point at access for a thief. Common denominators. Okay, so he or she has been around here someplace. Nope, not he or she. They right, got it. Buddha, 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 while Artemis works with her mentor to foil the robbery. Buddha, Buddha, Buddha. Okay, so here's the ad for the... Thank you, Blaze. Thank you, Blaze Edits, for standing up for me. Thank you, Blaze Edits. It looks like now we're getting a little ad for the Green Lantern cartoon that used to be on Cartoon Network. So here's what it looks like. So meet the crew of the Inceptor. Armed with the Green Lantern power ring, Hal and his partners defend the universe from the forces that would destroy it. Out the edges of Civilization Galaxy, this team relies on each other and their concept in the Interceptor. Hal Jordan, Earth's first Green Lantern, fearless, adventure-loving, and just a little reckless. Hal is born leader. He'll need to be quite a team together on the fairest reaches of known space. Aya, the artificial intelligence that runs the Interceptor. Aya is learning to be more than a machine. She's stubborn and unpredictably loyal. Kilowog, tough as nails trainer, an alien from the planet Bolivak Vic. Kilgore, Hal's best friend and former drill sergeant. He doesn't always agree with Hal, but he always has his back. Razor, a former member of the brutal Red Lanterns. Razor is trying to atone for his past misdeeds, but first he'll have to take time tame his own savage nature. The Interceptor, an experimental untested borrowed by Hal from OA. The Interceptor is fueled by the green energy of OA itself. It's this fearless team home and headquarters of the edge of known space. Blaze edits. I don't know why people make fun of you. My dad doesn't have teeth. Everybody is human. Thank you, Blaze edits. I appreciate it. And I have explained why I have lost my teeth in videos and comments and streams in the past. But thank you for standing up for me, Blaze edits. I appreciate it. Also, I removed that guy from the stream, Blaze edits, so don't worry about him. I removed him. You're starting to be something I don't have time for. Bad news for you. Whether you like it or not, I'm leaving. I'm not taking you with me. That can't be. Rum! Blam! How did you know I could change back when he was defeated? I didn't. No time to worry about that now. There are fighters with red lanterns going out there. Come on, you don't want Kilowog and Aya to have all the fun, do you? The end. Wait, what? Oh, shit. Wrong way. Okay. This was my chance to escape. You can't stop me. I thought you wanted company after being trapped in here all along by your lonesome. Okay, you're like a magician. I am a god. Wow, god complex. You have been locked up by yourself for a long time. Magicians use exotic animals in their stage acts, right? Well, I've been always thought it would be cool to see them use a narwhal. Aquaman would be so proud. If you behave, Myra, I'll put you in a good word for you come back home. We could get you on a Broadway, maybe even a Vegas gig. I will not be undone by the likes of you. I'm sure of one thing, you will definitely not be leaving here today. You can be assured of you anything won't, but the fact is, I'm out. Irk! Thank you, XOB, for sticking around. I'm on the last comic book of today. I'm just about to finish up this last comic book, and then I'm going to finish up the stream, XOB. We all want things. For example, I want power. The same power was wielded by the one who imprisoned me. What are you talking about? I'm still starting to think you were put in here for a good reason. Fool! I've been here a long time, but no prison could hold me forever. Prison? Great. Becoming really evident you weren't locked up by accident. I will have that ring. You've been looking in here too long, Myra. You're starting to act delusional. Finally, the portal is becoming more stable. I can't escape you leaving trapped. Uh-oh. You ain't getting out unless you change my friend back to normal. Maybe not even then you need work on some issues. So, yeah, so D Nation, Green Lantern, the animated series. It's time for a hero whose only limitation is his imagination. So it was obviously a promotion for the Green Lantern animated series. This comic book came out in June of 2012, by the way. I forgot to mention that earlier. Your ring. I've seen one like that before. Flash! With the power of the Green Lantern light, we should be out of here in a jiffy. Good. With your power, the portal will appear more frequently and be sustained for long periods of time. However, I do not think you will make it out of here at all, after all. Hey, Razor, did he just what in the name of Jurassic Park? Sorry, that would be my doing. You turned him into a mutant velociraptor? I can do more than that. Change him back. Blaze edits. Are you an NFL fan? If you are, what is your favorite NFL team? Yes, I am an NFL fan. I like the NFL. I like American football. My favorite team is the Pittsburgh Steelers. As you can see on the wall here in the back, I got a couple pennants of the Pittsburgh Steelers. And my favorite baseball team is also the Pittsburgh Pirates. But I pretty much like every Pittsburgh sports team. So I like the Pittsburgh Steelers, the Pittsburgh Pirates, the Pittsburgh Penguins, and the Pittsburgh Panthers, which is college football. So yeah, I like any Pittsburgh team. But thank you for your question, Blaze Edits. And then here is an ad for something. Digital comics and more for readers for any age. Get the DC Nation app, starring the world's greatest superheroes. Read the adventure, collect the free secret files, and check it out. The free mini wag mag features DC Comics. Blaze Edit. Mine is a Colts. Nice. Nice Blaze Edits. That's cool. I'm happy you like the Colts. I like the Steelers. I channel my power here to create portals like the one that brought you here. They come at random and close as my power fades. If there were some way to boost the power, I'm sure I could control a portal and secure our escape. Well, today is your lucky day, cause I got your power source right here. Let's do this. I caution you, it could be dangerous. Dangerous how? This is a fragile world. Inside my containment field, instability, but your powers introduce an unknown factor, we could destroy it all. I'm willing to take that chance to get out of here. I've been stuck here for seemingly forever. I would do anything to get out of here. It's settling. Let's get cracking. Why don't you hesitate? Aren't you going to tell me this is a bad idea? I am not Kilowog to lecture about safety and caution. I care less what about Earth brains come up with as long as it gets us out of here. Really? Not what I'm used to hearing. Okay, let's do this. Okay, and then there is a promotion for Get Into the Action Lego Hero Factory H. Jordan, look out! Where did they go? They're gone, they're gone. Where are we? Are you kidding me? You used to be a member of the Red Gang back there, you tell me? I have no clue. I assure you it's not Red Lanterns doing this. It was like we blinked and suddenly we're here, wherever here. It looked like some sort of energy surge or portal we came through, but there's no sign of it. That is because you are in a world of my creation. Welcome. I am Marina. Although I constructed all you see, I'm stuck here. I've been trying to escape for a very long time. I've been trying to boost my power signal to create a portal that I'm afraid that is what you brought here. So you're trapped here, and as you now as unfortunately see, I was unjustly imprisoned here, reduced to a microscopic size and disposition. In this pocket dimension, slowly building my power and forming an environment, but I never managed to escape. Maybe we can all get out. Our friends are... Maybe we all can get out. Our friends are out there, probably being chased by Red Lanterns, and in a whole heap of trouble. Red Lanterns? Yeah, this is Razor. He used to be one of them, but now he's a... Can we dispense with the pleasantries and just leave this place now? We're working on proving his manners. Murren, please? That's better. So how do we get out of here? Why are you always running away from these guys? Because they are Red Lanterns. Dodgers pursues, that's what us not be along living. Yeah, they do. That's Red Lantern. Rage thing pretty well, but our willpower as Green Lantern is their biggest threat. This sector of space. They are gaining on us. It's like you can't swing a hammer without running into one of them. Swinging a hammer is the only way I was wanted to run into one of them. There's too many. I'll just get the worst. Great. Cut. Run again. The interceptor is over the range. If we can get to it, here we'll be able to outrun everything they might run. Okay, so that's it for that. And then there's an ad from Network here. Hey, what's going on? We need your help. I'll find an adult. What can I do? Back off. This isn't cool. Stop it. Bullying is not acceptable. Are you okay? This is a problem. I'll talk to someone. Let me help. It's not your fault. Speak up. Join Cartoon Network in speaking up against bullying. Together we can make a difference. Stop bullying. Speak up. Stop bullying. Speakup.com. That was an ad from Cartoon Network about bullying. And then here's the back of it. There's the DC Nation Free Comic Book Day, as seen as Cartoon Network, Green Lantern, the animated series, Young Justice, Super Sampler. So, yep, that was the last comic book of today. I hope everybody has enjoyed me reading. I hope everybody has enjoyed me reading all 5 of all the Superman comic books that I own. Hope you guys enjoyed. Next week, I will be moving on from Superman to Spider-Man, and I'll be reading Spider-Man in my next comic book stream. So here's the first comic book we read today. Here's the second comic book we read today. Here's the third comic book I read today, which has the first appearance of General Zod II, and that one character, I forgot her name. Here's the fourth comic book I read today, and here's the fifth and final comic book I read today. So, I hope you guys have a good rest of your day. I hope everybody enjoyed me reading this Superman comic books. I hope everybody enjoyed. I hope everybody had fun. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment to my YouTube channel. Please don't forget to turn on all the notifications for all my videos. And please don't forget to come back to my Q&A, gaming, and comic book streams to get my watch hours up on YouTube. If you guys can do that for me, that would be appreciated. Blaze Edits, have a good rest of your day. YouTube Blaze Edits, have a good rest of your day. Blaze Edits, thank you for standing up. Thank you for standing up against the haters and trolls with me. I appreciate it, Blaze Edits. So thank you for standing up to the haters and trolls with me. Blaze Edits, W Stream, thank you. I appreciate it, Blaze Edits. Bye, Blaze Edits. Blaze Edits, he gives me a wave. I think I'm going to stream for 3 more minutes, but I'm going to end the stream at 175. So, I guess I could do a little bit more promotion of the Supergirl movie to end off the stream. So, guys, what are you guys' thoughts on the Supergirl movie? Are you guys interested in going to see the Supergirl movie? I'm probably not going to go see the Supergirl movie in theaters, but I definitely do want to watch it. So, are you guys interested in the Supergirl movie? Are you guys going to go see it in theaters? Are you interested? Are you surprised? Are you going to like it? Are you going to hate it? Are you against it? Are you for it? What's your guys' opinions on the Supergirl movie? And what are you guys' thoughts on Millie Alcock playing Supergirl in the new Supergirl movie? Post in the chat, guys. Alright, guys, you already guys know the deal. I'm going to be ending off the stream here in about 2 minutes. So, you know, if you guys have any last-minute thoughts about this Superman stream or the Superman comic books that I have read or the Supergirl movie that I've been promoting throughout the stream, just let me know in the chat. But I'm going to end off the stream right here. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment to my YouTube channel. Turn on all the notifications for all my videos to see all types of content that I post to my YouTube channel. Please don't forget to come back to my Q&A, gaming, and comic book streams to get my watch hours up on YouTube. I hope everybody had fun. I hope everybody enjoyed my comic book stream of Superman, me reading Superman comic books. I just got done reading all of them on stream. And, yeah, just give me your thoughts on the Supergirl movie. Do you like Millie Alcock playing Supergirl? Just let me know in the chat. Toby Ray of Sunshine. I'm sorry, Toby Ray of Sunshine. You came very, very late into my live stream. I'm ending my live stream now, Toby Rain of Shunsun. So I'm sorry you joined late and you missed the stream. But you can watch it from the beginning after I end the stream. Alright guys, I hope everybody had fun. I hope everybody enjoyed me reading these Superman comic books. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Bye everybody. Bye. See you guys next time. Bye everybody. Bye.